Awesome. We have 4 pages in this worksheet packet, but don't worry. 2 of them we're going to do in class, and one of them you only have to do half of it. So it should be only about 15 problems, maybe 20 that you're doing. They should be pretty easy. The first one is we're going to look in class how to look at not only a fraction strip, but then how to relate it to a number line to write fractions and decimals. This is something most of you guys were pretty strong on, so we're going to move past that. The next page talks about models of mixed decimals. And again, that's like the first page, but we're just not dealing with the decimal, we're dealing with the whole number too. And again, you guys were pretty solid on this on the assessment. Where I want to spend some time in some review is rounding. Place value to the 10,000ths, and then we're going to work on rounding. So if you remember, we talked about this being our solid one, and this being like our dollar, our whole dollar. Then this is our dime. And then we go to pennies. And this is where most of your world will be. But there are smaller numbers than that. We need some more exactness, especially when it comes to taxes and measurements. Then we get into the thousandths and the 10,000ths. And that would be really, really small. Most of your world will be spent in the tenths and the hundreds, but we do have some 10,000ths that I want to spend some time on today. Make sure to use this table. It will help you out so much to know that if you think of the decimal as the once, even though there's no such thing as once with a th, it'll help you count your places. So ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So what digit's in the thousands place? The 7th digit is in the thousands place. I'm trying to keep that chart up there so we can do it. Keep it up. What digit is in the 10,000ths place? So we go tenth, hundreds, thousands, 10,000ths. And then they want you to say what place is in for what is the place for each underlying digit. So I know ones, tenths, hundreds, thousands. TH makes it a decimal. So number 13 through 18, they give you this really big number. 346, 5,927 10,000ths. Now that's a whole mouthful, but they want to know what's in the tenths place. So I know the 5 is in the tenths place, the ones place. And be careful to look for the THs versus the non-THs, because that will help you out. Reading and writing decimals. So again, I want you guys to be comfortable when you read a word that you can write it. The second part of the worksheet that we're not doing, they had you guys write the word, and that's just too much for us today. So they want you to write as a fraction or decimal, or sorry, and a decimal. So 1 and 9/10, and 1 and is the decimal, 9/10. Number 2, 1 and 57 hundredths, and 1 and 57 hundredths. They want you guys to be comfortable that fractions and decimals are the same, they're just written a little bit differently. Try this out, and again, we'll do the first 2 pages in class.